Welcome back to this experimental 0.34 kind of character we're doing here in the meantime. Um, it's a Vine Stalker Delver of Ellie. We've, of course, recovered our our Delver side of things, and we went all the way from D5 up to D1 last episode, and then D1 down to all of D11. And so now our next stage in a classic kind of melee style character is going to be our layered our push into Lair. And we'll see how much we get done past that. We'll see it as we see it. But yeah, this is about getting a little check in on the trunk of the future of Dungeon Crawl. So far, we were able to see our temple and see that it's going to be an orb of winter, and we also saw that the parchment change is probably going to be a big deal if you're a caster type. You just get individual spells a lot. We did see a book on the ground, and that gave us 4 things, and so I think books are still viable. We also experienced some of the Bane, which basically means things that do Bane give you Bane. It's kind of like a drain. And then if your Bane hits 100%, you get, it's called Doom. And then when your Doom hits 100%, it gives you a Bane that you work off with experience. It's kind of a way to divert negative effects from mutations and make mutations more of a fun and wacky part of the game rather than a negative thing of the game. And so you're not going to have to juggle. Oh, and then the other huge deal is that now evocables no longer use inventory space. And so you don't need to drop potions or scrolls or anything like evocables, which is going to open up our inventory. Throwables are still inventory, it appears, but now that there's going to be less inventory management, we're still at 52 gear slots, and so that should relieve all the other aspects of the game. And we got a new amulet. What's this one? Magic contamination and negative status effects upon the wielder expire twice as quickly. Cool. So if we're like super doomed or something, we can pop that on and maybe work that off. What am I doing here? Huh? I want to see my stuff. What is happening? I would like to see... Okay, that's that. How do I see my unknown stuff now? I'm not sure. All right. Oh, while we're at it, here we are with our scrolls. I'm pretty confident in saying that D or E. D's probably identify, E's probably teleport. So I'm going to read D, and now I'm going to work my way down. What is happening here? Okay. Oh, I guess because they share the same inventory, like this line, they have to relabel the letters for both sides as you learn it. Interesting. Anyway, weird. So I got to be very careful when I read scrolls of identify. Maybe they're always I, and that's kind of like a thing that they have lined it up. Yeah, look. Sphere is F. Fog G is G. Telly is T. I is Rev is R. So I think they've hard locked letters to certain things now. Interesting. But until it's known, you don't know. So B is blink. Interesting. Let's try to find acquirement. I wonder what they put for that. V is capital. Voln is capital V. W is enchant weapon. That makes sense. MO is capital I. Looks like the worst ones are like the let's call them pink or purple ones are capitalized. That's interesting. I wonder if that's by design. Anyway, that's cool to know. So there's another change. All right, let's drop in the lair. Ooh, new tiles. It's a very obscuring ground grass. Very much more layery. Ooh, a Jeremiah. I need to get out of here. This character's not ideal against Jeremiah. And he's shooting something. What is this? A shooting star. So he must have the amulet or orb that does the shooting stars, which is scary. Trident of Drain, that's scary. Smiting, which is normally scary. He gazes into a magical orb, and so that must be the orb. I'm not sure how I can see which orb, but it's the shooting star one. Okay, I'm gonna run. Oh, the start knocked me back. Okay, I'm gonna run back and reset here. Lightning eel, scary. Okay, he's down there. Kind of want to catch him around the corner. Okay, he's... I want to get in close. There you go. So this is the new orb. I can just kind of wear that, I think. There's no negative effect. And... I don't have evocations to accentuate it, but it is what it is. Okay, identify. Let's go for P. Mutation. It'd be interesting to see how mutation works these days because it's not as negative. So it's like, is the proper way to like cycle your mutation potions to really accentuate your character, get a little fun with it? Or do you just hold it for, I don't know, reasons? Brand weapons. So like I've got enchant weapon and brand weapon. I kind of want to start building my broad axe, but it's like, well, it's only a baseline broad axe. Should I wait till acquirement scroll unlocks? Because what if I get a broad axe or something or another with my broad axe? Or with my acquirement scroll. I don't care to come here. All right, anyway, we're done. A bunch of rings. So now we're not hard locked into poison resistance with the dragon scales, but I think that's just our best body for now. What's this? Of resonance. Improves the success rate of forgecraft. Cool. There's now a bonus to forgecraft. It's kind of a weird naming convention, though. Okay, so we're going to get slept here. I'm just going to go up and down. Acrobat. Not going to use Acrobat today. I've already got a regen. So I can drop that. Acrobat. Okay. It's always crazy seeing new tile sets into the game. It really disorients yourself. I don't need Staff of Fire anymore, by the way. I don't think I'll ever need Dex either. I'll drop that. Or a second Evo. Or Eva. Cool. Ooh, this is actually something or another. I could probably fear and just run it out. I wasn't too scared of the yaks. It was the frog that kind of came out and changed the equation here. What do I have to work with here? I don't want to immo. Do I have I don't have poison unlocked. Do I have digging? I could dig downward and just like line them up here. I purified myself out of that. And I guess I have some shooting stars to help me along the way. A bunch of ambrosias. That's cool. Although ambrosias aren't really a thing for me today. I'm going to Divine Vigor. Rev up here. and work my way through here. This is very scary. I'm going to heal myself. Heal myself. Once again, heal myself. All right. So that was a lot of piety, but look, my Ellie is capped. I should be using my spells, my Ellie at will. You get Ellie piety so quickly, and you should use it. Come on, guy. Come with me. This is rough. I don't want him to shoot me from the other side of the world. Jesus. I'll just come back. I don't need to enter spider right now. All right, anyway, there. All right, anyway, yeah. Let's not do spider yet. Okay. It's weird just keeping my inventory full of stuff that I would normally just immediately drop. It almost feels bad. Let's heal self. I guess healing my... What is... Does this orb only happen when you evoke something? The first time its wearer spends MP to use a spell or ability each battle. I see. Okay. Interesting. Cloak of Corrosion Resistance. And so I think that's just a renaming of what already was the Cloak of whatever it was called before. Forgot what it was called. Of acid or whatever. Something. Yeah. This is not a new item. It's simply a new... naming for it. Cool. Oh, there's a shield. I wonder if it's better just to put the shield on. Ooh, 3 identify. Let's go down the line here. I want to see my acquirement as soon as possible so I can know if I can spend my broad axe build up items things. What do I not know? Acquirement, butterfly, summoning, torment. Layer 4. Some more books or whatever. Scrolls, whatever they're called. Parchments. Ooh, a helmet. Oven. The int is less relevant, but it's a helmet. Whatever. Just put it on. Ooh, we're shafted down to layer 5. Looks like it's a pretty clean re-entry to 4 though. So let's get back up there. Layer 4 is done. Ooh, gloves of strength. This is what we're talking about. These are good gloves. And they're already +2, I think, right? Yes. These are just like the best gloves until I get Randart gloves. Okay, layer 5. Boots. We don't have boots yet. Just pop them on. Oh no, we got a Hydra and a bunch of junk. Perhaps this is a good time for fog, just to break line of sight. And I'm just going to run it out. I don't think I'm going to engage at all. It's a good time to have fiery flame. Rapier of Flame. No. Let's pull back. Yikes. Okay, get him in line here. Okay, I'm gonna run. Ooh, caught from behind. This is not great. I'm marked. I'm stoned. Break out of here. Hopefully my regen keeps me alive here. I'm going to Divine Vigor and go for it. And then we're gonna run upstairs. Whatever. There's a good one. Go down a different down. That's very scary. They would push me off the stair there. Let's try to get this guy around the corner. Oh, that'd be a cool spear. Reap +7 spear plus strength, but I'm Ellie and I can't use evil things as Ellie. I should probably put on the fire res just to get some coverage here. This is like the fire ending. Ooh, there's a nice ring in there, probably with a fire dragon. Come around the corner here. As long as I take this slow and hold them off, I can regen by the time the next thing comes around. I've been stoned. All right, what's my way of dealing with this other than brute force? I could flame it, I suppose. That's not really doing much. I guess I just gotta run it. Run away. Where's my stair? It's down. Hopefully this was a similar Hydra as the one that went down, and so... Oh, there's 2 Hydras. Okay. Well, they're now all there, so I can kind of work around that idea. Okay, and so now it's just this stuff, and hopefully the Hydra has left me be, and I can work my way here. Okay. Alright, so it's not a dragon. It's a bunch of hellhogs, which I can probably easily kill with various other uses of things. I don't think... well, I suppose I could preemptively Divine Vigor. And then we'll go for a... just kill... And I can heal a self, and that'll summon those pushback dudes. And we're good. Alright, the ring wasn't as cool. I was hoping we could get a cool ring. Staff of Elk, Scarab, no. Let's ID. F. Alright, less interesting than I thought. Like, it's just a core ring. I already have a Cape of Core. The dex is pretty irrelevant. So, let's head up. And I don't know Orc yet, so I'll just head to 11. Let's go a different way. I wonder if the Hydra's with him. Oops, bad pathing. Messed that one up. I'll go to the stair, I'll kill this, and then if the Hydra appears, I'll go upstairs. Okay, so I'm going to go Dungeon 11. We don't know Orc yet. It's probably Dungeon 12. And cool. I guess now I'm holding off for Orc to commit to this broadaxe, this specific one, because some Orcs might have broadaxes. or the stores themselves in Orc. We have just a better version of that. +2 buckler, that's just better. And that might be my excuse to move. I do like the idea that when I spend a heal, like some mana with my heal, that it summons the pushback stars, because that's kind of, that works together. But just having the extra strength, or the shield, that is probably worth, especially since I'm going to end up being shields. So maybe I could just go like to 5 here. Also, just as a note, Ellie's going to have an overall protection on us. I didn't really get to experience that in the my last Ellie game, which in real time, I don't know what the posting is going to be like. But, well, actually, I know for a fact that my last game in real life will not be before this video. It'll be way before, because I'm trying to post my my tournament games real time as best as I can. Anyway, in that game, I was not saved by Ellie, so at least I would never perceived ever being saved. So hopefully, and the reason why, probably, if that is the case, was because I had to cap my spell, my invocation to 10, because of the bonus requirement for the week. And so hopefully we actually get to see that. Well, hopefully we don't get to see it this game, because I'm so good that I never get close to death. But if I do, hopefully it does actually activate and saves me. We just got a potion of experience and a potion of moonshine. So now I can drink that potion of experience. What should I do? I wonder if I just shut off everything but translocation. Do I just get the most craziest level up ever? What if I did like this? Immediately level 8 translocations. I wonder if I even have any translocation spells to cast. Or should I just be boring and go for just axes to get my axe attack speed low? Honestly, I probably have to be boring about this, but that's kind of fun that you could get almost 9 translocation instantaneously. Yeah. Do I have any translocations, by the way? Lesser Beckoning. That's cool. Lesser Beckoning's cool. Teleport Other. V's Electric Charge. That's about it. Dimensional Bullseye. Anyway. What's this? Oh, there's an ice cave on this floor. Alright. Let's just react to its little warning system. Very distant. So let's go up and down and see if we pop down a different part of the floor. Nothing to identify. Ooh, Hydra. Very distant. Let's try one more stair. Honestly, I probably should have done the orc, not gone here. I'm going to work my way top left. Based on what I was seeing. There it is. Okay, I'm just going to pop in. And I'll throw on my cold ring over my fire and kind of solve that. Pull back to the stair just in case. And we are off to clear our ice cave. Hopefully we get like a kite shield or a tower shield of ice or frost. Because we have the oofs, or the I don't know how to say them, orbs of winter. We will want to make sure we have cold resistance ready to go at the end of the game. As you can imagine, now that we don't have an oof confirmed, fire is, you don't need a 2 or higher to have a reasonable time. Your weight is now towards cold if you have to. And also, inversely, your cold axe is not going to be the ideal. Fiery is probably the ideal, or drain or something. I'm going to pull back here, and I'm going to Divine Vigor, and I just kind of handled the dude. I have the anti-magic built-in bite, so a lot of the shenanigans that some of these bigger guys do is not really a part of us today. And you can see here we have a broadaxe of freezing, and so this is just a better broadaxe now. But of course it is not the solution at the end like it normally would be, because I have Orbs of Winter in front of me. And so I certainly can level this one up, but I will hope to get some fiery or something. I think I can do Hydras now, because the cold will slow them. Now the question is getting a cold +1 worth committing now with? In terms of scroll usage. That is the question, because +1 isn't that big of a deal. It's better than 0, but it's no like plus I don't know. I got 2 enchant weapons and I got 3 brands. All right, let's go to Orc. We got about 4 minutes left on the character, or on the episode, that is. So maybe we can see our end of Orc by that time span. Ooh, new tile set there. Is it a beehive? What? Hornet's nest? I don't know what I saw there. I tapped too quick. This is a huge Orc 1. Nothing to pick up. Let's identify something. Enlightenment. I wonder if we auto pick up wands now, like no matter what, because there's no cap now. Oh, I've been marked. Immediately go up. Let's go to different down. Mark's done. Use the corner. Get him in here. I'm going to heal self. Get in here. Heal self. Jeez, man. What are you doing to me? Let's flame him. No. Die, man. Oh. Light. Yikes, guys. Remember, I'm a Vine Stalker. I can't heal myself with potions. So if Ellie's off the table, I guess I have to do a mana potion and then use my thing. Ooh, dodging. That's nice. And then all these spells. So you can see all the parchments are now there. But remember, I'm a Vine Stalker, and so my Guardian Spirit will soak up the hits, but it will also drain me of my mana. So that's something I have to keep in mind for this combo. Okay, I should back up at this point. This is like their little town. Back up. Store, amulet, spirit, not relevant. Aralak is relevant, but the corrode sucks. This is good, a slay plus RC, which is going to be relevant because of the Orbs of Winter, so that's a big buy. Will, strength out of the butt. Int doesn't matter. Slay, so that's C and D are solid. E is solid from a combo sense. And yeah, so those are big buys. Those are definitely big buys. I'm going to hold off until I've got an idea of all the stores that are available to me here. See, there's more stores to come. Let's go around the corner here. Hat of the Bear, that's always a fun one, but Spirit isn't relevant to us. The Whale's cool. The Rage is less cool. The Bear one, what's that one do? Bear is just a cool way of interacting with Rage. So this is basically a Wheel ++ hat with the Bear and the built-in Rage. I could consider it, but it's not like game... Well, I guess it's game breaking in some sense, but whatever. ID. Oh, there's still... Okay, I was like, am I done here? No. Let's just finish this off. I'll start next episode making the purchasing decisions, I suppose. Because we're all clear here. All right, so we'll end the episode here. We've cleared out our orc, and we're going to start next episode making some purchasing decisions, and then probably working our way down dungeon all the way to 15, and then starting our runes. So thanks for watching this kind of exploratory episode, our character that is, this Vine Stalker Delver of Ellie in our .34 kind of experience. See you next episode.